Hi everyone, Michelle here from Willowbrook in Westmoreland, New Hampshire, and I decided to come on and show you guys how I made these cute little ghosty ornaments using amazing casting resin and Iron Orchid Designs the cloche mold. I used a casting resin. I ended up using the 24-hour drying casting resin, but it came out a little yellow, as you can see in this ornament, but I actually like it for this one. So I decided to paint these black. This is the Iron Orchid Designs Cloche Mold, and I used the two-part casting resin, amazing casting resin, parts A and B. You use equal parts. Pour them into your cup, stir them for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then pour them into your mold. And you're going to notice that sometimes you get a little bubbling. You could use a hair dryer or a heat gun to get rid of those. And 24 hours later, here you have it. After I took out my molds, I noticed they were a little yellow, and I ended up painting them black, which I actually forgot to record. But here I am painting our little ghosty friends on the painted cloche mold ornaments. Here are my painted little ghosty friends, and we're going to add a little sparkle using this holographic sparkle paint that I found at Michael's. I did give it 2 coats. This is what it looks like wet, and here it is dry. To get the metallic look, I used a combination of Fusion's metallic gold and metallic silver. One of them, the one with the 2 ghosties, I left a little more silver than I did gold. Didn't record that, but all I used was my finger or a brush to go over the raised areas. Using the fairy tale floral transfer, I gave our little ghosty friend a cottagecore look. If you've never used an IOD transfer before, they come on a carrier sheet, which I have peeled away. The carrier sheet is the white piece you see underneath. And it comes with a little plastic tool, which I'm using here to rub on the transfer. And they're super easy to use. I cut mine apart so that I can get the look I want. And I'm just, as you can see, I'm just playing with it to piece them together how I like them. I really wanted to give it a little extra shine on top to make it look like glass, so I pulled out my Fusion's pouring resin, which acts like a really beautiful top coat, very glossy, and it gave me the effect I was looking for. I allowed the Fusion pouring resin to dry for about 24 hours before I went ahead and embellished. Out of my stash, I found these cute little word plaques from Tim Holtz Ideology collection from Halloween, probably a couple years ago. And I found some that worked out really well for these particular ornaments. Dove into my stash again and found some cute little ribbon that I was able to tie into our theme. I had some scrapbook paper from Halloween probably a couple years ago, and I decided to go ahead and use that for the backing. I went ahead and traced it and cut it out, and then I will add it to the back after I have all of my embellishments in place. Ended up using Fusion's decoupage transfer gel on the back to adhere the paper. And then I added all of the embellishments to the second ornament and went ahead and did the same thing on the back of that one as well. once I had everything in place, I got some black paint and went ahead and painted around the edges of my piece to give it a finished look. I used Fusion's decoupage and transfer gel to give it a top coat, and look at how cute these little ghosty ornaments turned out. I hope this inspires you to give it a try. They're so easy to make and a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching.